Dependability isn't a piece of hardware, it's peace of mind. It's the confidence you get from knowing that every time you get behind the wheel, you're in a vehicle that's capable and reliable. Dependability isn't driving just any brand. It's driving the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power.
Welcome to another edition of Wild Breakaway presented by Luther Kia of Bloomington with Mark Parrish. I'm Audra Martin. Tonight, the Wild back on home ice for the first time since the season opener. Tonight, unfortunately, not the results they were hoping for. Taking on the LA Kings, 7-3 the final. Maybe a little bit more lopsided on the score sheet than how they played, but a tough one here in St. Paul.
It really was tough. Sometimes it rains a little harder before the sun comes out. There's a saying in there somewhere that makes sense. No, you know what? Hey, the Wild focused on their 5-on-5, and they worked on their scoring. They did that tonight. They did a great job 5-on-5. Kirill Kaprizov was able to find the back of the net, but you know what? LA was able to create some chances, create some bounces. They played very, very well, and when a team like LA battens down the hatches, they can. They shut down those last 40 minutes. They did a great job against the Minnesota Wild. Audrey, you're absolutely right. It was not a 7-3 game. There's still some positive takeaway from the Minnesota Wild, and move right on to the next one.
You know, Mark, I think you've earned the right to make up some phrases after your impressive career, so we'll go with it. Here's you can see the final stats here. A disciplined game here tonight. Notice no penalties taken. That's one of the positives to take away. Here's what else Dean Evison had to say about tonight's matchup.
It's like you lose composure, but yet you don't take a penalty. It's weird, right? But we got frustrated with some stuff, and we couldn't pull ourselves out of it. But yeah, the first period wasn't bad, except for the last, few minutes, obviously, when they scored a couple goals, and we've got to be better at being resilient and not letting that get to us, obviously.
The Wild look to bounce back into the win column as the homestand continues on Saturday in a battle with the Columbus Blue Jackets. Tuesday, it's the Edmonton Oilers coming to town, and then it's off on the road once again, this time to the city of brotherly love to take on the Philadelphia Flyers. We hope to see you this weekend, Saturday, against the Blue Jackets. Until then, for Mark Parrish, I'm Audra Martin. Thanks for joining us tonight on Wild Breakaway, presented by Luther Kia of Bloomington.